Alright, at least one more Ironclad. Hexago stacked this time. 2 elites again. Also, we find a Winged Boots. Nope. Last time we took 18 damage to remove 2. I think taking 18 damage in Ironclads better than on other characters because there are a lot of hallway fights where you actually overheal at the start if your deck gets a little bit stronger than the starter deck. So we don't hate this option, but we do hate those rewards. Anonymous user, thanks for gifting us up to Shippa Dippa. Appreciate it. BLS. I mean, I want to skip. Metamorphosis is fucking atrocious. I might take Sadistic Nature because it costs 0. If I find a Shockwave, all of a sudden it's an okay card. Sometimes like Metamorphosis. I've tried Metamorphosis like twice, because like it's been terrible every time I've tried it, and conceptually it seems like it should be terrible, but there's some part of my brain that's like, put 0 cost attacks against elites in Act 1, that could be useful. And then it just isn't. It's just really bad. Okay, so not a strong start, but that's okay. We can claw our way back, maybe. I don't know. What are you meant to do differently when your start isn't strong? Interesting question. I'm really not sure. It doesn't immediately seem obvious to me that the game actually has the flexibility to play differently to adjust to that. It kind of feels like you still just do the thing that would make you as strong as possible and hope it works out. Clothesline with Sadistic Nature? Let's try it. Not my favorite card to start with. The issue is that Bash also costs 2, so it's kind of hard to play. Okay, so far Sadistic Nature costs 0 and deals 5. I don't know. Not so bad. Etruskies! Fire Potion's very good. Combust is kind of like a debuff. I'd like to take all 3 of these. Obviously I can't. Blood for Blood against Hexaghost kind of makes sense. You can discount it straight away. Combust against Sentries makes sense. Combust does deal you a lot of damage, though. It's like very noticeable if you pay attention that you're on less health because of Combust. I don't have any Sustain Relics yet. I don't think I'm like desperate for AoE to a point where I have to take Combust yet. Not over other good cards. I'd take it over skipping. Sorry. I'd take it over skipping, but... Yeah. Spot Weakness can also miss against Hexaghost, and a lot of my damage... Not a lot of my damage, but a substantial amount of my damage is coming from Sadistic Nature, which Spot Weakness doesn't affect. So... I think I've talked myself into a Blood for Blood. Sadistic Nature Bash wins the fight, because I believe that goes through shield, yeah? I was wrong. Well, apply a strike too. Apparently I just don't understand how Sadistic Nature works. Armament seems good. Question marks or hallway fights? Question marks seem conceptually like the vibe It feels like a question mark would give you more ability to debuff enemies than a hallway fight. But I don't believe that that's actually how the game works. Doesn't the vibe kind of like, doesn't that just look like it would give you like a poison vial or something? I played a lot of roguelikes at this point in my life. I have intuitions about them which are apparently not necessarily correct. I think we want to go this way for a different reason than what I was thinking. I don't think I want the super elite, and I don't think I want to shop. So I think this way is just a better path. Also, late act question marks over hard hallways are probably okay with a weaker deck. So yeah, I was thinking about like this in terms of do I want another card reward right now? But I think the fact is I just want to go that way. So let's just go that way. This is probably a transform at this point in the run. That is a very good transform. Alright, cool. Drawing blood for a blood turn on here is kind of troll. Could have been a combust. Spot weakness would also be better here. Transforming Sadistic Nature there. Sadistic Nature is a better card than Strike. Ow! In Hardstock, Ascension 20, Heart, Defect, mostly surviving Act 1, took a break and just can't get back to at least getting back to late Act 3. Any help? And I'm not allowed to say play better. Hey Raven, how are you? I can say play better. It's probably largely that you need to play better. If you are not reaching Act 3 anyway, I think focusing on building a deck which survives Act 1 and 2 first is probably a useful thing to do, and then try to build a strategy that beats Act 3 or 4 out of that, instead of perhaps you're like aiming for a deck that beats Act 3 and 4 and just dying in Act 1 and 2. That would be the big macro thing I would suggest. And then I just, in general, assume that people are losing a lot more health than they realize by playing hallway fights wrong with the deck they have. Like, people get so fixated on, like, what's my late game build meant to be, and building that sort of thing, and don't think about what cards are good right now, and what plays should I make this turn, and what potions should I take, and what do my relics do to help me take different paths and stuff like that. So, yeah, mostly get good. But more generally, get good at the things that are happening in Act 1 and 2 and think less about the end of the game. Inflame? Can't really take Clash into Hexaghost. Havoc. I do love a Havoc. I'll take Inflame though. I kind of think I have to rest here, because I don't have a fire potion anymore. Or I could just not fight the elite, I guess. You one elite, Act 1. The thing is, if the elite's gonna deal me like 60 damage for one relic, that's not actually a good trade right now. So... and losing that fire potion just hurt my ability to kill elites a lot. You don't understand how I pick acrobatics and 1 damage card and then I beat Lagavulin. Well, probably I'm thinking a lot more about optimizing lines and fights. There's no way this beats an elite, is there, with no potions, no relics? I can just upgrade, like, blood for blood armaments. Or blood for blood and flame, even. And we get a relic. Yeah, okay. Hemo would have saved me a substantial amount of health. Fire breathing. Doesn't fire breathing seem like it should work with sadistic nature? I think this is a... I'm just going to try to make my deck serviceable for the Act 1 boss fight, and then I'll lose an Act 2 sort of situation. Getting through the Act 1 boss fight shows me a rare card and a boss relic, and that can forgive a lot of sins. So I'm thinking about just taking Fire Breathing because it's the best card against Hexaghost, and also very good against Sentries. If we have to take Anger, though. I'm kind of low against Gremlin Up. And also Anger is just like a better card. So maybe we do that instead. I liked the armaments upgrade a bit more than usual because I wanted to upgrade Sadistic Nature. And if you're upgrading a 0-cost card, like, you're going to be able to play the other cards in your hand too. And so I want those to be upgraded as well. Yeah, just like a small note. Also, perhaps worth noting that upgrading Sadistic Nature isn't, like, actually very good here. So my desire to do that is not, like, good. It's just what I wanted. I'm doing much, much, much better in the run after rolling Lagavulin and getting a Battle Trance. Actually kind of funny to me how much that helps. Doesn't take too much to make your deck better. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a gacha game in my life on Tong Fu. Have I ever considered which cards, if any, are one-card solutions for Act 1 bosses? Not really. I don't think it's a very useful heuristic, because you are allowed to fight things with more than one card. I care about which combinations of cards beat Act 1 bosses. I could just go second armaments. It's kind of strong with Battle Trance now. If you're not working... You're not good enough to make anger good. You just play it when you draw it. Just click the card. Doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. I could go armaments, I could go pommel. I don't really have a block card. Let's take another armaments then. Just because it blocks for 5. It's like fine. Sure. I have successfully... That was meant to be successfully, but I said it poorly. I have successfully... Ooh. Ooh. Put myself slightly above the 36 HP breakpoint for Hexaghost. Hey, Hat Machine, how are you? Is closed captioning canceling me again? Fucking closed captioning. I actually think this is a pretty easy one. Thanks for the 45-month set machine. Okay, at worst I have Fire Potion. Offering? Is that allowed? Holy shit. Gosh. Offering's gonna have to do a lot of work here. Offering is kind of like a boss relic, though. I could see Sacred Bark with Block Potion, Fire Potion. It's like a pretty good start for Sacred Bark. I could also see Empty Cage with just like my deck, to be honest. I think my deck's pretty good with Empty Cage. The double armaments plus and Battle Trance and Offering just seems like it leads to some very explosive turns if I take 2 of the bad cards out. Also Blood for Blood and Anger like it. I don't love Calling Bell here. I think this is a deck which really likes card removes, I guess, is the way I'm thinking about it. So I like this more than usual. I like this less than usual. I don't think this deck has large reasons to care about relics more or less than usual. I guess the largest reason is that it doesn't have any yet, but you know. I don't know if that actually means it needs them more. It kind of means that I should be building a strategy that can win without them, given that I don't have them. Sacred Bark is good with these potions. I just think 2 removes. 2 removes is so many removes here. And my deck's still too heavily slanted toward attacks. So getting rid of 2 strikes is nice. Two elites and champ. Can I kill champ right now? Kinda. We've got an entire act. I probably just go to the shop. I don't know if it's better. I think I do want this. For the one that's still alive. Slate the Spire 2 is based off an indie game called Slater Spider. No, I stopped reading the newsletter like 6 months ago, Hat Machine. Maybe more. Get potion for 3 health. I don't quite think I'm into it. Although, like, one thing I'm getting out of the shop is a chance to refresh potions, also. Can be offered a potion in that fight. Unfortunate. I'd really like this deck to not have to take Cleave. So I'm not going to take it. We may discover later that that was a bad idea. I don't think we need Rampage. We've got Blood for Blood. Blood for Blood's like a Rampage that you already played 4 times, or whatever. Two offerings? It's a lot of offerings. I don't have any sustain. It's a lot of offerings, though. Bag of Marbles to strip artifact charges so Sadistic Nature can hit faster. That's kind of hype. Transmutation is back, yep. Need campfires. Okay. I'm gonna need some way to actually beat Champ. But I think this does enough stuff for, like, getting me there to be worth doing. I think I just have to, like, spend stuff. Let's just spend this on this. Because I won't go to a shop for the rest of the act unless there's a question mark shop. Holy shit. Have you ever seen something that beautiful before? Wow. I'd like to win the fight without taking damage again. Kind of awkward that Blood for Blood still costs 2, huh? Needs a ping so we can take damage. Yeah, that's probably the one thing that the deck most needs added to it is a curse that deals us a lot of damage. That's good thinking by you. Agree 100%. Do I take a Seeing Red? I've got double offering. I don't know. I do have an Unceasing top. I think I'll take it. We take it for the Unceasing top, weirdly. Doesn't feel like a good fight for me. A lot of the cards I care about already cost 0. I don't have... Oh, shit. I didn't have Sadistic Nature in play. In my time of need, it abandoned me. Successfully got Potion Chance a little bit higher, that's nice. I kind of want this Pummel. I also kind of want another Inflame. Plan for Champ right now is to just like play as many Angers as I possibly can with 68 starting health. Which might not be very many Angers. But Inflame does help with that plan. Shit. Upgrading here is kind of greedy. It only costs me 5 health, gotta do it. Apparition's pretty good with double offering. Never lucky. Also just like kind of good on Ironclad. Deck is going to have an insane first 4 to 5 turns. Yeah, and it's going to draw a lot of Angers. I think I played that wrong. It's okay. I'm personally over it. Let's continue playing wrong. Nice. Horncleat. I don't hate a Horncleat. Havoc with Unceasing top and double armaments plus. Actually? Okay. Meat on the bone, very real. With meat on the bone, I wonder if I start preferring hallways to campfires. There are quite a lot of very good powers. One thing that double offering does is let you put a power in play, right? I could go this way instead of this way. I kinda like it. Time Warner, thanks for the 79 months, appreciate it. Gods, I had a lot of health back then. Interesting. Kek W, as the kids are saying these days, Kek G. What? Bless you? Wanted to play all the apparitions so that I would still be intangible for my offerings. Ascension 20 Deathless Challenges. Does that mean going from Ascension 0 to Ascension 20? I think that's kind of just like making a new account. Thanks for 4 months, Robbie. Appreciate it. Last time I played a new account, I got from 0 to 20 on all the characters with 3 losses total. I think. Like 3 losses across the 4 characters. I died with Watcher like fairly early. And Defect at like 17, and I don't remember who the other one was. Yeah, I guess I don't actually remember this. Don't trust my recollection of this. Apparently I don't remember. I feel like I got through Ascension 20 Heart with Ironclad without dying, and Silent died at some point somehow. Charles didn't die? Really? Okay. I'll believe you if you feel confident about that. By the pigeonhole principle, that means I completed one of the characters deathless. It does. It's kind of a weird thing though, because like playing that many runs of low difficulty, at some point it's a bit of a like exercise in self-control more than anything else. Kind of want the dual wield. It hits blood for blood really well, and it hits sadistic nature. I'm still not done believing in sadistic nature, I guess. Mostly just hits blood for blood really well, but like, that's actually pretty good. There's nothing wrong with hitting blood for blood really well. Just take it. Book of Stabbing. Double upgraded sadistic with shockwave. That's what I'm usually thinking about, yeah. You see me daydreaming in class. That's why. Certainly want to hit armaments. Guess I'll just play this now. Huh. Guess I'm always going to play this and it's always going to cost 1. It really feels to me like Chemokinesis should debuff the enemy, but instead it just deals you 2 damage. Kind of read. Bloodletting. Bloodletting, pretty cool with Unceasing Top. Not quite as cool with 34 max HP. It's a little iffy with 34 max HP. I'm gonna take it anyway. Not what I would have picked. I'm tiny metaphorically. I'm doing pretty well. The weather is I've been asleep during the day. Sleep schedule has been a little bit out of whack. Got kind of cold and dark very quickly, which is a large part of why I've been asleep during the day. You know what? The deck's doing okay. Weather in Seattle is wetter than average. That would not surprise me. My roof started leaking at some point. Because like the rain was not only raining, but it was also raining at an angle. So it was like hitting underneath one of the overhangs on my roof that had a little like gap in it or something. This is my second time fighting Sekko this act. I don't think this is a very good fight for me. I would rather not, but I guess here we are again. Havoc upgrade, huge. Got several hours of snow this week. I still in my head think it's summer. Alright, didn't die again. Kind of max HP. We're gonna take feed. We're gonna take feed. Yeah. I think. Nothing else here really helps against Champ, right? I do suspect that this is a pretty difficult Champ fight, though. We'll see how it goes. Might just upgrade Battle Trance to try to maximize my chance of hitting card draw plus armaments in the same turn. Great start. I went through the entire act with these potions. Kind of awkward. Since your last here, you've obtained the status of fiance. That is worth celebrating. Well done. I'm going to click this one, and then I'm going to, like, very tragically dual wield Inflame instead of Sadistic Nature. It's so sad. I don't know, I'm sad about it. I don't think I'm playing Havoc because I don't want to draw an Apparition. I'm not being attacked right now. I'd also kind of prefer not to hit an Offering. Oh, the top card was Apparition. There you go. Yeah, I don't really want to hit an Offering when I'm not intangible. Okay, my draw pile looks very bad. Maybe it'll be fine somehow. Anger does hit for 30. I didn't get attacked. That's kind of huge. We really want to hit dual wield, not bloodletting. But even if we do hit bloodletting... Oh shit, Unceasing Tap doesn't work because like it draws the dual wield, but we don't have blood for blood in hand anymore. Alright, we really want to hit dual wield. Yes! That is a lot better than not hitting dual wield there. Now... choices. I do have a block potion still. I'm not frail next turn. I'm gonna try to get the feed this fight. Like, not a bad turn, right? Oh shit, it's dead. I did not think I could kill it that turn. I was thinking in my head about how I would make it so I managed to draw feed again. And then I just had lethal. Cool. Very good fight, very good fight. I think I'm taking Fiend Fire. I'm trying to like imagine a world where I don't take Fiend Fire, and it seems very hard. It does kind of front load the deck even more. Although this deck is potentially thin enough that Unceasing Top Anger could be a thing. I already saw Ornamental Fan, so I don't know how I'll be blocking if I do that. Maybe Apparitions? I don't know. Maybe just max HP with feed. I have an act and a bit to get max HP with feed. Well, you can't really feed if you were Fiend firing your entire deck away. Because Fiend is probably in your hand, right? Pyramid. I don't know that this is actually an incredible Runic Pyramid, but the other ones seem worse. If I were to take a different one, like... I would probably take Runic Cube. I don't know. We're okay with the Pyramid. I don't think I'm like 100% to win yet. I think I'm... like, at least the 75. I do have dual wield feed Runic Pyramid. That gets you a decent way in this game. How greedy? Very greedy? I think very greedy. This is not dual wield. This is not your beautiful dual wield. This is also not your beautiful dual wield? What the fuck, game? Okay, do I have an armaments? No. Alright. Kind of days locked here, aren't I? I give up. +8 isn't bad, though. It's like a spot weakness. Spot weakness plus, pretty good card with Runic Pyramid, in my opinion. Oh. Am I trying to be at under half health? I think so. Is feet upgraded? No. I want to hold on to armaments. These turns are a lot better than the other turns. So I'm going to heal for 4 and go to 50, so I want to be at 21. Pass. Another disarm seems good. Oh shit. Oh shit, plus 16 max HP. Look, it either happens or it doesn't. This one, these two both explode, so it's not really like I can't even greed. If it doesn't happen by the end of turn 3, it doesn't happen. That's so sad. Needs to replay Despacito. Trying to thanks for the 56 months. Appreciate it. Oh. Excuse me. Little flatulence there. Oh, man. Did I know that joke is 8 years old? Almost old enough to date the president? Ugh. Want to take a little bit more damage. That was a bad Fiendfire hit. Maybe I shouldn't have taken Fiendfire. Maybe Fiendfire is bad. Seems like the only sensible takeaway now. Friend, I am going to need you... Actually, I can just do this. Because you have more thorns now. Nice. Dark Embrace? It doesn't feel that much like a deck that needs Dark Embrace, but also... I don't know, have you ever seen me not take Dark Embrace before? I don't remember that happening. I could take Intimidate. Just like got Runic Pyramid double offering. Battle Trance plus Unceasing Top. I mean, it's not a very good Dark Embrace. If I got another, like, 30 max HP, optimistic based on how that last one went. But if I do, all of a sudden Dark Embrace starts feeling reasonable. If I don't, it feels like I should take something that's more relevant straight away, like an Intimidate. Let's see how long it takes me to regret that. I already regret it. It would be so good here. I definitely skipped some Act 1 Dark Embraces this month without having a Dark Embrace yet. Hey Luna, how are you? Just play Offering while I'm intangible, I guess. It's nice to have good sustain, at least. Makes the offerings much more playable. Why is it hitting for 24? Oh, this is big attack. I thought that was its shield attack. Oh, poor writhing mess. What have they done to you? Okay, we have feed next turn. We have feed another turn from now to save 3 health or whatever. Good shit. Whirlwind. Look. It's kind of late for a whirlwind. I don't think I'm going to take it. I'll be strong. There are definitely some fights where I kind of do want it, though. And you to play around it that time. No one fools Jorbs twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Also shame on you. Why are you doing that? Kind of manipulative. Void NN. Unfortunately, one does not feed on the transient. One does not simply feed on the transient. I could have with a much different Fiend Fire, maybe. Seems unlikely, though. I mean, that one's upgraded. What do you want me to do? Like, come on. This is the equivalent of them putting candy in the checkout aisle at the grocery store. I just like couldn't say no anymore. I ran out of the brain power required to resist. It's probably fine. Probably fine. I think the best upgrades might be apparitions for the rest of the run here. Like, if I draw Apparition turn 1 of the Hearthfight, it's a absolute disaster, right? But if it's upgraded, then it isn't a disaster anymore. 4 head. Who's defend or clothesline? Clothesline's certainly made worse by having a shockwave. Who's clothesline? Clothesline tried its best. Maybe I should have dual wielded that. With dual wield and feed in hand, I actually can play Fiend Fire. We can dual wield the feed while our hand is full, and one of them will go in the discard pile, and then we can Fiend Fire. I'm not sure I want to. But I can't. Like, I could also just dual wield Blood for Blood and not Fiend Fire. And that seems kind of fine. I think for now I'm doing neither. Just waiting patiently to draw energy. Damn it, Dark Embrace! I know Fiendfire is not in my draw pile, which makes Havoc a bit better. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Good fight. Bottled Tornado. I mean, if I hadn't taken Dark Embrace, what would I do with this Bottled Tornado? That is some gigantic brain play. Most people would not have found that line. Anyway, fair enough. Dark Embrace it is. So I can play double apparition, or I can just battle trance into armaments and keep them. Easy. Means that I don't have to worry about the first two daggers. This is why I figured I could get away without Whirlwind. Apparitions to daggers just kind of die to their own fight AI. Boot Dream Dead go next. Man. Hate to see it. Did I win? Could not have killed that without Sadistic Nature. Standard Sadistic Nature lethal. I have been offered Dark Embrace 3 floors in a row or something. I think one's plenty. I think one is plenty. Second win looks good here. Looks very good. We have an orange pellets. Orange pellets are relevant with Battletrons. And also a bunch of other things. I found a Rage. Rage for the Unceasing Top Anger Dream. I think everything in the game kind of dies before my deck gets to that form. But still. I don't know. Rage is certainly an okay card here. I don't play that many attacks. I have mostly removed them. I think a Blood for Blood got too strong after the buff lead in development. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of stuff got stronger. I don't know what too strong is. Nunchaku helps the Anger Infinite. Interesting. Have I seen Calipers yet? Because we could go Rage Anger Infinite with Calipers for Oh, actually what you do is you rage Anger Infinite and keep going until you draw Rage again, huh? And then you have Rage in your hand for next time. Hmm. I just want to click on this because it's weird. Not much real reason that it would be good. I'm upgrading Apparition over going to Hallway Fights despite having a Feed Plus and Pyramid. Because it's faster than fighting the Hallway Fights mostly. Feed plus Pyramid and Meat on the Bone. It's a good second wind. Do I really need 2 wins? I don't know, probably. Probably healthy for some reason. Fucking hell. You know, I specifically checked that I didn't have Fiendfire. So that I couldn't exhaust my feed. This does kind of seem like a run that I could lose from mistakes like that too. Plus I've got like buying Nunchaku, which is... Ooh, feel no pain. Take this elixir too. Yeah, buying Nunchaku is like... I don't know, is that a mistake? Like in the context of winning the game, yes. In the context of trying to do something fucking weird? I don't know, is it? It does seem like a way to do something fucking weird. Do you think it's Fiendfire? This Havoc has not been kind. If it's Fiendfire, do I lose the run? No, I think I'm fine. We'll see in red first. Fuck. Can it really be a mistake if you did it on purpose? Exactly, exactly. Thank you so much for your insightful comment. Finally, someone else gets it. Alright, Apparition. Useful draw? Shockwave into Apparition's kinda bad here. awkward. You know what? People routinely placed straw around strawberry to protect the fruits from snails. Huh. Is that a successful way to protect yourself from a snail? Driver's time eater. See what I can do. It feels slightly iffy to be trying to feed on Big Bird too. I don't know, this turn was pretty good. Maybe I'll be okay. Maybe this one. Can only block for 21. Ooh, what if I hit Bloodletting off Havoc? Okay. I want to play this Rage. I can't believe that didn't work. Oh, it did work. Nice. I only actually have 2 skills in hand? Since when do we build fun stuff? I don't know if it was entirely on purpose. Is this lethal? It looks like it's lethal. Nice. Tim. I just want to play the apparition anyway. I can upgrade the apparition with armaments for next turn, but I'm playing offering. Oh. Power. Skill. Attack. It means I draw 5 cards next turn. Very useful in my Runic Pyramid deck with 7 cards still in hand. Alright, so maybe that was not the most important thing to do in retrospect. Good night, Cotillion Paran. Double disarm should do a lot of work in this fight. What would happen if I Fiend Fired? I'd probably be fine. Starting to not have much health left. What does time taste like? Bile. This is actually being studied. Hemo while it's only dealing 1 damage to me. It's a lot of very healthy 5 life with offering in hand. Don't click that card. Shouldn't I have, like, more strength than this? I got rid of spot weakness. Oh. I was to get out of my hand. Playing this to get out of my hand slash deck. Did I also get rid of dual wield? Wild choices so far. Time is soup. Multiple people have told you so. And are these trustworthy people? People can just say anything. Go to 1? Feel okay about it. Ooh, I kind of wanted to keep Rage. Maybe Rage is the other card I play. I guess this is not feeding. Unless I go slimed into Havoc into something. Play this first, so it's in my next draw pile. Ah! I didn't know that was still in my deck. Oh my god, that was the worst Havoc I've ever had. Incredible end to the run though. A++++. It would have been a fun Act 4. Oh well, GG. I think Havoc got me every way it could. I think it exhausted Feed with Fiendfire when Feed was in my hand. And it exhausted Feed when Fiendfire was in my hand. And then it killed me. Oh, that was very funny. Alright, A+. A++, good. That was a good run.